To truly understand someone's inner world, one must transcend the superficial and delve into the core of their being. While the Stoics emphasize self-mastery, Marcus Aurelius, through his meditative reflections, often acknowledged the intricate dance of human interaction and the importance of understanding those around us to better navigate our own paths. Imagine stripping away the mask people wear, the pleasantries they exchange, and the narratives they construct for the world. What remains is the raw essence of their thoughts, fears, and aspirations. This is not about manipulation, but about forging genuine connection through profound insight. It's about recognizing that every individual carries a universe within them, often yearning to be seen and comprehended. Just as a philosopher seeks to understand the cosmos, we too can seek to understand the intricate workings of the human spirit. The wisdom of Stoicism teaches us to observe, to reflect, and to seek truth not just in ourselves, but in the reflections of humanity that surround us. The journey to understanding others is a journey towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the shared human condition. It is a path of empathy, curiosity, and genuine engagement. By asking the right questions, framed with the clarity of Stoic thought, we can unlock the hidden chambers of the mind, fostering connections built on authentic insight rather than fleeting impressions. If this resonates with your pursuit of deeper understanding, subscribe to the channel so we don't lose each other on this path of Stoic clarity. Question 1. What brings them genuine joy? In the spirit of Marcus Aurelius, who often reflected on what truly contributes to a good life, the first question to unlock someone's mind is, what's been the highlight of your week so far? The seemingly innocuous query is, in fact, a powerful Stoic-inspired psychological tool. It bypasses superficial pleasantries and directly prompts an individual to articulate a specific moment of genuine contentment or satisfaction. For a Stoic, understanding what brings joy to another is not about catering to their desires, but about recognizing their values and what they deem worthy of attention and effort. If a person's highlight involves an act of service, it speaks to their compassion and inclination towards benevolence, reflecting a core Stoic virtue. If it's an intellectual breakthrough, it reveals a love for wisdom and learning. Conversely, if their highlight is purely material gain, it offers insight into where their current focus lies, perhaps indicating an area where their tranquility might be easily disturbed by external factors, a concept central to Stoic philosophy. Observing their response, not just the words, but the accompanying energy, a brightening of the eyes, a shift in posture, is crucial. This physical manifestation is an unfiltered glimpse into their internal world, revealing the things that truly resonate with their authentic self, untainted by societal expectations. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This question precisely reveals what that very little entails for each individual, offering a window into their personal philosophy of happiness and where their true values reside. It is the first step in understanding their internal landscape, laying the groundwork for more profound connection. Question 2. How do they navigate change and growth? Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently emphasized the impermanence of all things and the necessity of adapting to change with a tranquil mind. Our second mind-reading question, what's something you used to believe that you don't believe anymore? Directly probes an individual's capacity for intellectual humility and personal evolution, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. This question is not designed to expose weakness, but to reveal strength. The strength to acknowledge past error, to learn from experience, and to embrace a continuous process of self-improvement. A person's answer, or indeed their struggle to find one, offers profound insight. Someone who readily shares an evolution in their beliefs demonstrates a healthy detachment from their ego, a willingness to scrutinize their own convictions, and an openness to new truths, all hallmarks of a mind striving for wisdom. This indicates a growth mindset, where challenges are seen as opportunities for learning rather than threats to a fixed identity. Conversely, an inability to identify any changed beliefs might suggest rigidity, a resistance to introspection, or an excessive pride that hinders personal development. For a Stoic, clinging stubbornly to old beliefs without critical reevaluation is a barrier to cultivating reason and virtue. The content of their changed belief is also telling. Did they shed a prejudice, adopt a more compassionate viewpoint, or discover a more effective approach to a problem? Each revelation paints a picture of their moral and intellectual trajectory. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, advised, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This question uncovers how gracefully someone handles these endings of old ways of thinking, revealing their resilience and adaptability, qualities essential for navigating life's inevitable changes with Stoic composure. Question 3. What are their deepest values regarding human interaction? Marcus Aurelius frequently contemplated the nature of humanity and the ideal way individuals should interact within the universal community. Our third, most potent question: if you could change one thing about how people treat each other, what would it be? Serves as a direct pipeline to a person's core values, their moral compass, and their unvoiced frustrations regarding the human condition. This question is a values excavation tool, masquerading as a hypothetical scenario, making it psychologically safe for the respondent. They are not asked to expose their own vulnerabilities directly, but to reflect on universal human behavior, thereby revealing their deepest ideals and pain points without feeling exposed. For a Stoic, understanding these relational values is crucial because it highlights what an individual believes constitutes virtuous conduct among people, and where they perceive the greatest deviations from that ideal. If someone wishes for more honesty, it suggests they value integrity and may have experienced deceit. If they crave more compassion, it points to a deep empathy and likely in the experience of harshness. Their answer essentially outlines their personal relationship template, the unspoken rules and expectations that govern their interactions and define what builds or erodes trust for them. Epictetus advised, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This question, applied to others, helps us know who they are by revealing their most cherished principles in human interaction. The emotional tone accompanying their response, be it frustration, hope, or resignation, adds another layer of insight, indicating the depth of their convictions and their personal history with the behaviors they wish to change. This question strips away superficial pleasantries, exposing the fundamental truths about how they believe humanity ought to behave, and by extension, how they strive to behave themselves. Question 4. How do they handle pressure and unexpected challenges? In the Stoic tradition, adapting to life's circumstances and cultivating inner resilience are paramount. Marcus Aurelius frequently stressed the importance of facing adversity with reason and courage, acknowledging that many events are beyond our control. Our fourth question, what's a decision you made that surprised even yourself, is designed to reveal an individual's capacity for growth, their relationship with risk, and their willingness to step outside their comfort zone. Qualities vital for navigating an unpredictable world with Stoic resolve. This inquiry uncovers whether a person is capable of acting against their established patterns, a crucial indicator of adaptability and personal courage. When someone shares a surprising decision, they are not merely recounting an event. They are demonstrating a moment of self-transcendence, a time when they defied their own expectations and often their own fears. This reveals a dynamic inner life and a potential for unforeseen strengths. Conversely, a struggle to recall such a moment might indicate a tendency towards rigidity, a strong adherence to routine, or a reluctance to challenge their own perceived limitations. For a Stoic, true growth often comes from embracing discomfort and confronting the unknown with fortitude. The nature of the surprising decision is equally insightful. Did it involve a courageous stand, a creative leap, a selfless act, or a fundamental shift in priorities? Each type of decision speaks volumes about their dormant virtues and their readiness to act in accordance with their deeper convictions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, adapt yourself to the life you have been given, but love the people with whom you share it. This question reveals how they adapt and evolve, showing their relationship with change and personal growth. It is a window into their latent potential and their capacity for self-initiated transformation, preparing us for how they might react when life inevitably presents its own unexpected turns. Question 5. What are their truest desires, unburdened by fear? The pinnacle of understanding someone in a way that resonates with Stoic principles of discerning what is within and beyond our control lies in uncovering their deepest, uninhibited aspirations. Marcus Aurelius understood that true fulfillment often stems from aligning oneself with virtue and purpose, free from the anxieties of external outcomes. Our final and most revealing question is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? This classic yet profoundly insightful inquiry strips away the layers of practicality, societal expectation, and most importantly, fear of failure to expose the raw, authentic desires of an individual soul. When the possibility of failure is removed, the rational mind's self-censorship dissolves, allowing their true ambitions and passions to surface. This question reveals what they genuinely believe would bring them ultimate fulfillment, unclouded by the preferred indifference of success or failure. For a Stoic, this is not about chasing external outcomes, but about understanding the inner calling that, if pursued virtuously, could lead to a life of profound meaning. Does their dream involve creative expression, compassionate service, intellectual discovery, or adventurous exploration? The speed and energy of their response are as telling as the content itself. A quick, impassioned answer often indicates a deeply held desire, perhaps long suppressed, that ignites their spirit. A hesitant response might suggest a disconnect from their true aspirations or a lifetime of suppressing genuine wants in favor of safer, more practical paths. Seneca sagely observed, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor." This question reveals what they truly crave beyond material success or external validation. It unveils the direction their soul yearns to take, indicating their fundamental worldview and what would ultimately motivate them towards a life of purpose. Understanding this deepest layer allows for a connection built on genuine appreciation for their authentic self and an insight into how they might, in a Stoic sense, strive to live in accordance with their true nature.